Ladies, gentlemen, sinners, saints, put your drinks down for half a second. Light whatever you brought with you. Cigars, smokes, joints, coffee, whiskey. I don't judge. You didn't come here for fairy tales. You came for truth, steel, and motor oil. This ain't clickbait. This ain't influencer nonsense. This is real biker news told by a man who's lived it, seen it, and survived it. From the streets to the clubhouse, from the old guard to the new blood.
All we wanted to do was
welcome to Biker News Canada. And the man behind the curtain, the voice they don't want quiet, the pen that wrote playpen, the mind that never shut off, Bob Jarvie. So sit back. Let the truth hit harder than a straight pipe at midnight. And remember, once you hear it here, you can't unhear it. Now here is Bob.
Hey, how's everyone out there tonight? Bob's back, Biker News Canada, coming at you on a Wednesday night. Back at it tonight. I couldn't do it last night. I apologize, everyone. I went out, did some work on my new place, and I was zonkoed. So I did my pre-show nap, and it turned into a sleep. Then I had to get up anyways later at night and make supper for me and the boy, but it is what it is. Back tonight. We'll get back on schedule. Keep the shows coming Monday to Saturday, 8 p.m.-ish. And, of course, we're live, as always. We're on Facebook, Biker News Canada page on Facebook, so you can watch live there. We're on the regular YouTube channel, Biker News Canada. We're on the vertical YouTube channel, and on my phone right in front of me, we have we do the lives on TikTok as well. So we got 4 places to watch from. Make sure that you're subscribed if you're on the YouTube channels, and make sure to hit the like on all the other channels you could be watching from. And it got kind of an interesting one today. It just popped up earlier this afternoon. More alleged biker violence over in Wales. So the UK seems to be catching a little bit of hell lately. They had that thing with the outlaw guy and his wife in Forest Dean, and they got set upon by an apparent alleged rival group. Then had the thing up there in Scotland there last week with the Blue Angel guy and the Mad Dog guy. That was the guy. The Mad Dog guy got set upon on the highway. And then we got this story. So, and this one ended up with somebody going to the upper room. Again, we're going to read the story together. I haven't read it beforehand, so we'll go through it together. We'll figure it out. It's all allegations as far as I know. And it's just been taken from the newspaper like 11 hours ago. It got posted online. So we'll go through the crew and see who's in the house tonight, and then we'll get on with the story. We got Brandon. Good to see you tonight, my brother. And we got Leadfoot and my other brother from my other club, Mr. Leadfoot there. Good to see you, brother. And Two Wheel Plunder's in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Kurt's in the house. Good to see you, Kurt. Kevin McKinnon dropping in. Bruce Inch, good to see you guys. And Cello Weirdo. Right on, man. Thanks for dropping in. I appreciate it. And Dwight Hunt. Dwight Hunt. Good to see you, brother. Nice, man. You're getting the timing's working out for you. Good to hear, man. I like the more people in the chat, the better. And thank you for the 10 jewels. It's much appreciated. Thank you very much, Cello. I appreciate you, man. and get some test. Internet ain't heavy. What? What you talk? Oh, get some rest. Exactly, Kurt. You got it, bro. We got Kurt Tamazin in the house. Good to see you tonight, my friend. I always appreciate you. And yeah, the UK, they've been quiet for a while over there in the UK. It seems like this year, maybe they're not so much. But they still do the biker thing hardcore over there. There's no two ways about that. When I was over there, chilling with the club guys, man, it was fucking on. It was on. I loved it. So there wasn't no relaxing yourself as you're going from city to city because it was on. We got No Grow in the house. Good to see you, brother. Any name you want. Thanks for dropping in. Name drop, YouTube. Hey, we got Cal dropping in. Good to see you. Did you guys see Bernstein's thing this afternoon? Whoo! I still don't know where he gets off talking like, oh, the mainstream media isn't saying this. The mainstream media isn't saying that. It's all shit I said 2-3 days ago. He's reading the same newspaper I am off of Google. You know what I mean? Mr. I got sources. No, you read the same fucking newspaper, bro. Omerta, good to see you, my friend. Dibbler, I don't know who is that. Who eyes his fish lips? It's Kevin from the Hammer. Don't know. Oh, let's just have a quick roll through the TikTok. Say hello to the TikTok people as well. We got Alero. We got Queen Mood. We got Clo Vibe. Cristano Bones. Good to see you. Rick Harrington in the house. Good to see you, Rick. And thank you for all the likes. I appreciate it. We got Gar. And who else we got, man? And we got Noble Benjamin Bay. We got Gen X Plays. We got Pudgy in the house. Good to see you, Pudge. We got Nick in there. Good to see everybody on the TikTok side. Aggie as well. Thank you all for joining me. All right, let's see. Well, yeah, basically it's all it is anymore, Leadfoot. And, you know, and then you go down in the States and then they pick whatever party they're going to fucking tell lies about and the other party they're going to boost. It's insane trying to watch the news anymore. It's basically a waste of time. I want to see what's local in my city. And beyond that, the rest is just fairy tales and make-believe. Al Curry, good to see you, brother. Coming in from the 705. Is that the Al Curry I know? Probably is. If it is, good to see you, bro. Thanks for dropping in. Bercy talks too slow. It's hard to listen to. He's crazy, man. He's an agent of Mossad. He could be. Roland Staggs, good to see you tonight, brother. Kurt Fishlips, I thought the same thing today when I saw him. Exactly. Hey, Mitch coming in from Timmins tonight. Good to see you again, brother. Thanks for dropping in, man. Do you see CTV I interviewed that vet wearing a vest and raising money? Yeah, what was that about? They kicked him out or some bullshit thing? Some veteran guy? I caught something about that, man. Yeah, we'll check it out. We'll have a quick look. And Mr. 40 Scratch, have you been hearing about a missing? Yeah. That's the one I'm talking about because I did that story days ago, right? And just left it at that because that's all that was in the paper. And then a couple days later, I saw a couple of editions about they're saying that Walter, like the main guy, Walter, was at some meeting with this guy that's missing. And so Bernstein really played that up like it was some mystery thing. And if Walter's got to come all the way for a 6-hour car drive, there must be something fucking important, which is all probably true. I would have thought Walter would have been more or less kind of retired by now. He's been doing the club thing for a long, long time. And, but who knows, right? If he still wants to be the man with the final say, then he's not going to step away. That's just the way it goes. And, you know, let's face it, he did a great job for his club over the years, right? So, yeah, it is. He's crazy, Bernstein. Was going to go to a bike night, started raining. Yeah, it started raining here, too. Oh, thanks, Al. I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, man. We got smoking blue skies. It's raining and hailing in Calgary. Crazy, eh? Later on the show. Yeah, man, I'll have a look for that. Yeah, Nurgit. That's our guy, man. We got No. I don't give a fuck his daddy rides. Or tight again. Good man, you got all your motorcycle. I should never say motorcycles. It drives me crazy when I hear Kaz and those guys say motorcycle. You know what I mean? Like, well, oh, fucking right he is. He's an OG, no question. Like Bruce said, make sure you hit the subscribe button and absolutely the like button. And yeah, man, he was a legend back before I was even in a club of any sort. You know what I mean? I was already reading books that were talking about this guy, right? And then so here we are 30 years later, and he's still fucking running stuff. Whew, that's a long time, man. And of course, he's been sent to jail on various occasions for various things. I remember when he got picked up in Jamaica and flown back, and I can't remember what that one was about, but whatever that case was, I remember he did a fair bit of time for it. So I don't know if it was a narcotic case or one of the other cases from the biker war. Could have been either or. But yeah, it's kind of like well, he got in that bike crash and he got set on fire when he was early on in his Hell's Angel career in Montreal, because he's got a whole legend behind him, how he went down from Hamilton to Montreal by himself, didn't speak no French, hooked up with some Hell's Angels down there and said, I want to join. And they said, we don't know any French. And he said, I'll figure it out. And so they said, okay. And they gave him they gave him a shot. And, he rose to being a great leader, right? But along the way, he got in a bike wreck with a priest and he got caught on fire. So that old picture that Fifth Shift's put on up, that's an old photo. I'm assuming he's had some more plastic surgery over the years. God knows he can afford it. You know what I mean? I haven't seen a recent photo of the man. That's one thing. He does keep himself low. He knows well enough to keep his head down. And he's been doing that for years. Because even when he lived in Hamilton, he was still a member of the Hells Angels way before there's any more Hells Angels in Ontario. And, he was a trophy. If anyone could have got their hands on him, he'd have been a trophy back in those days. His history that crashed with the Pope. Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah, those burn pictures still look gross, don't they? Yeah, that's a big old mug, isn't it, bro? From Command outside of Pot Boiler. Oh, that's where you're from? Okay. You didn't buy gas and caught fire. Yeah, exactly. Peterborough. No, I never met Walter. I met Bernie once. Yeah, things happen to Walter. He's indestructible. Exactly, guys. Exactly. All right, let's hiding, not writing. Well, he knows he doesn't want to be seen out making moves and having conversations with too many others, because it never leads to anything good, right? So this is coming from the Guardian newspaper over there in UK. Like I say, this just hit this afternoon. So there's the dude. His name's Tony Jones. And apparently he suffered life-threatening injuries after a fight between a group of men in Wales last week. So police link Welsh Valley's death to biker G-word rivalry. Investigators believe the Vikings and the Hells Angels members involved in violence that preceded the death of Brecon Man. I think that's how you say that. So here's the meat of the story. A man was killed in what is believed to have been a violent brawl between rival motorcycle, they use the G word, in South Wales Valleys, police have said. Anthony Tony Jones, 56, of Brecon, died of his injuries in hospital after the violence in, I'm not going to try that word. They got crazy town names in Wales. New Wind. Sure. Okay. Near Pontypool last Thursday evening, which reportedly involved knives and hammers. Man, there's a lot of construction workers in bike clubs anymore, eh? A lot of hammers they're saying every time, every these articles, especially from the UK. Come on, don't go out on me. Okay, so firearms officers, a police helicopter, and ambulances were called to the scene of the fight, in which at least a dozen men were involved. 3 people were taken to hospital, at least one with critical injuries. 10 men aged between 31 and 73, holy Christ, were arrested, 7 of whom are still in custody. On Monday, the police appealed for Anthony Paul Jones, 40, from Benavon, Torfain, to come forward as part of the investigation. And said officers are also looking for a blue Ford Transit van, and they give the registration plate number. Holy, this is a bigger story than I realized. Definitely more to biking than clubs, and we like that. Like, so it's a hot topic. Yeah, exactly, bro. Long Lake Huron. Yeah, it's nice up there in Lake Huron, man. Okay, so where are we here? So the Detective Superintendent Laura Bartley of Gwent Police, the senior investigating officer, said in an update on Tuesday night that investigators believed members of the 2 rival biker G-word again, clubs I'm going to say, the Vikings, who, for all intents and purposes, I've never heard of. They might be more of a local club, who knows? And the Hells Angels, who've been mentioned in the news once or twice over the years, were involved in the incident. She said, "We remain in the early stages of this complex and fast-moving murder investigation. Our investigation is progressing at a pace and multiple arrests have been made. Detectives are working to establish the full circumstances surrounding Thursday's incident, including the actions and movements of those involved before, during, and after the disorder. We understand this incident will cause significant concern within the community. I would like to reassure the public that officers and staff are working around the clock to progress this investigation, identify everyone involved, and bring those responsible before the courts." A police cordon remained outside the British Legion pub. Oh, there's that town name again. And Pontnewdwin, I think it says. Come on, Monitor. Come on, man. Don't. Oh, wow. Where the brawl took place. For forensic work, Torfain Council said on Tuesday that nearby Hospital Road could remain closed into the weekend. Both the Vikings and the Hells Angels motorcycle clubs originated in the U.S. Oh, there you go. So Chapters Vikings is from the U.S. as well, but have chapters around the UK, while most motorcycle enthusiast groups in this country are strictly hobbyists. A small fraction of self-identifying as outlaw or 1% groups have been known to dabble in criminal activity such as drug and weapons trafficking. In March 2024, 3 Hells Angels bikers from Watford were jailed for attacking members of the Vikings in October of 2022. Another 3 Hells Angels from the greater Manchester area were handed jail time in March for firearms and drug possession. And that's the story. So I did not know that the Vikings originated from the States. Now, as far as the UK goes, as far as my knowledge, is Hells Angels got there first out of all the American clubs. Hells Angels got to England first, and like way a long time before. And then Banditos got to Europe first, but not England. And then over the years, of course, there was there was trouble between the Banditos in '81 over in the Nordic countries and all that. And there's been some kickoffs between other clubs in the UK over the years too. I remember a big row they had. 2 different clubs came in to the same airport from different fucking places at the same time. And they got into it out in the parking lot. Crazy. Social rejects, good to see you, brother. Yeah. Yeah, man. Well, they're framing hammers, ball peen hammer, roofing hammer. What kind of reporting is that? I think they got to be a bunch of framers, eh, bro? It's fun, right? My money's on ball peen, but it's the UK, and they probably call them something stupid like bally knockers. Yeah, they probably would, bro. Well, yeah, that probably is what ball peens are for. I can't really see any other use for a rounded edge on a hammer. And I've whacked tin, and I've done body work, and I've never really understood the purpose of a ball peen hammer. You know what I mean? The Viking sounds like a dangerous name. It does. I thought for sure that would have been a local club. And Belgium was a big thing for the American clubs too. You're right. I remember the club I was in. We had one chapter in Belgium. He was our first European chapter. It was one Belgian chapter, and there was like 6 or 8 81 chapters around him. And we go, well, how's that feel? He goes, well, at least I got him surrounded. So it's all how you take it, right? That's my opinion. Hey, Love Metal, good to see you, bro. Yeah, so it continues off there in England with all different sort of groups. You know what I mean? So, like I say, we've had a whole bunch of different clubs allegedly involved in these incidences. And again, this was just way back in the in the preliminary stages. It sucks that a man lost his life. It doesn't say whether he was necessarily a member of either of those clubs in that story. It just says who he is, but I'm assuming that the way the stories went was the two different groups got into it out there in the parking lot in front of a pub. And I've been to Wales. Wales was a cool country, and the club I was in, and they obviously, that club was in Wales and all that too. And some of the club's leadership for a while, I don't know if it still is, happened to be in Wales for at least for a while. Like I said, I don't know if it still is. But yeah, man. Take it easy, Kurt. No, you off, Kurt? You be safe out there tonight, brother. And we'll see you tomorrow. And tomorrow night, I still think I double booked, but I can't find the other conversation. It's in my Facebook Messenger, but I got a million conversations going on. But I thought I had a club scheduled for tomorrow. But 100%, I've got Bradshaw Cycle Works at 8. So if I got to run one at 7, the other one at 8, or one at 8, the other one at 9, that'll be fine. If I got to run one on Friday, that'll be fine too. So whatever it is, I'll figure it out. But Bradshaw Cycle Works is going to be on at 8, 100%, because I really want to get that story out about that bike night thing that happened up in Smiths Falls. You know what I mean? Because I just think it's an important story for the way things have been going in Canada, and the way they keep pushing on bikers' rights. You know what I mean? And so I want to get the story out there so that everybody can get behind on the right side on this thing. You know what I mean? So I'm going to be talking to, I think he said his name is Mad Dog? Bulldog? Sorry? I keep saying the wrong name. Bulldog. Sorry, Bulldogs is his road name. So we're going to be talking to Bulldog. And he's excited to bring it to the channel to hopefully get more eyes on it and more people's opinions from from wherever you happen to be in Canada, because our rights are our rights, no matter, again, whether you're wearing a 1% diamond on your patch, whether you're wearing a LEC thing on your cut. You know what I mean? The rights are rights. It's supposed to be uniform and universal. So if they're going to start changing them around for certain people because of what kind of motorcycle organization they're in, then I think there should be some public conversation about that before it happens, And, who knows, because I haven't had time or had any indication, but there's other people out there, I'm hoping. I know that I heard of one in Quebec anyway. Someone sent me a message that there's somebody in Quebec doing something for the bikers' rights and the no back patch law and all that stuff. But like you say, it takes forever and it costs a fortune to change a law once it's already in the books. And in Quebec, the back patch law is in the books. And then, up there just outside Ottawa in Smiths Falls, they're acting like it's a thing already in Ontario. You know what I mean? And they're giving somebody from a business improvement association. Every city's got a BIA. And they're giving somebody a hard time about knowing a member of a 1% motorcycle club. And that's, you know what I mean? Like there's got to be a line somewhere. Like, no, that's too far. You can't do that. So the Quebec patch ban isn't in effect. No, I thought it was effect. I think it is in effect, Brandon. I'm sure it is in effect. Because like you say, they tied it on the back of a SA list registry so they could get the votes through the fucking Quebec legislature. So yeah, they've snuck it through. My best friend's dad, my family, and talking to me. Just family. Who do you trust? Well, you never know, bro. Some people aren't worth trusting after so many attempts. How are you there? Hey, Proud Berserker. Good to see you, man. Thanks for dropping in, man. I appreciate you. Always a pleasure. You're getting out there tonight, are you, Kurt? Do what you gotta do, brother. Yeah, well, Quebec's a long way from you, no, but you know what I mean? It's still a story that I think should it deserves some attention and some open dialogue about it, because all these things are getting pushed through. Like I say, the way they did it in Quebec was they tied it to another part of the law that's got nothing to do with bike clubs, and it's an SA registry bullshit thing. But obviously they know everyone's going to agree to, and they said, oh, by the way, it's also no good to wear these. You know what I mean? Oh, and by the way we're going to decide who's on this list of criminal organization motorcycle clubs, we're going to let the cops make that list. So it's not going to get made by any evidence in any courtroom, by anything that they've had convictions of, that they can say, there's the reason. You know what I mean? They're just saying, no, that group, that club, obviously that club, we don't like that club. You know what I mean? And so I think they just did it with a broad stroke and said, any 1% club, fuck them all. I'm going off, I was told by people driving through. Oh, so you were through last week, bro. Okay. Like I say, I could have swore that I'd heard it was already in, brother. But I appreciate that update. And then it's going to be a $5,000 fine. That I had heard as well. So yeah, because that's what I was saying. I remember saying that one show, maybe one time you'll take the fine and go, fuck you. But after the next time, $5 grand and $5 grand and $5 grand adds up quick, right? Like I was telling the story about when I had the blow pipes on my bike. And so they pulled me over weekly. One cop, same cop, every week. I think it was the same day of the week, same fucking stretch of the road. That same guy jacked me up and give me the same ticket for my bike being too loud. And back then I was, an entrepreneur making tons of money, didn't give a fuck about that. So I paid. I said, I laughed at him. Yeah, whatever. I'll see you next week. And I paid it. After we got up to about $1,000, and I realized I could have bought some fucking headers for that same $1,000, I went and bought headers. And so it did 2-in-1s, and it quieted down enough and gave me a little more oomph on the twist, and everyone was happy. Except I was out $1,000 for being a cool guy. But I guess that's the way it goes. We all support Quebec. There's no patch law. It's scary. Well, that's what I'm saying, Kel. You know what I'm saying, bro? It's exactly it. We got to get on top of this shit now, because, like you say, it's all if it's not quite gone through and it's not quite in effect, they might still be able to get it back in front of a debate, and it won't cost as much. It probably won't cost nothing if it's still back in the politicians' hands. Once it gets in the lawyers' hands, then the clock's running, the meter's running, right? Like a taxi. Fuck that. It's passed, but still hasn't got roll of scent. I get it, bro. I get it. Okay. So it's coming. It's just got to have that roll of scent. And that's the last thing. Exactly, bro. That's crazy, man. That's what I'm saying, is that this is the time, like Kel said, that everybody who wears any sort of patch, and MM, what are the motorcycle ministries called? MM, whatever. You know, an RC, a brotherhood, a motorcycle family, whatever, because down the road it's going to change from a 1% patch to anyone who's got a back patch on a motorcycle. Because you give them an inch, they take a mile, especially if they find out it made them a lot of money and nobody fought back in the courts. They'll be all over it. You know, so it starts off as one thing, and then they end up using it for whatever the fuck they want to, because they can. The online arms bill is another bad one that affects everyone. They control what is the truth. Oh, that's scary, bro. I think yeah, exactly. Canada bikers should support Quebec's right to, exactly, bro. Yeah, what's the online arms bill, bro? Is that the one where they're making them put Canadian content in the news, and then Facebook and that said, fuck no, we're not going to do it. So that's why we can't get news on Facebook anymore? Is it that one, or is it something else? Roll sent through the appointed Liberal Center's fucking woke joke show. Well, it's all set up like that, bro. I gotta get up on. I gotta get back into a Sunday politics show. I don't even know what the fuck we have a Senate for. What the fuck's the Senate in there for? You're not doing nothing. Hanging around getting a whole fuckload of money for doing nothing. And the worst thing about this Smiths Falls thing is it's happening, you know, with a 5-10 minute drive down the fucking highway from Ottawa, where they make all these fucking rules. And you know, there's certainly nobody seems to care too much about that lady getting a hard time in a business improvement association. For God's sakes, let her improve her city, man. Look what they grew that bike night into. It's been running for a year. So last year it was a regular sort of bike night in a parking lot sort of thing, or it was smaller, right? And they've grown it into, what they say on the last one, 8,000 motorcycles or something. Like, beautiful, man. You couldn't ask for it, and it looks so cool in there. Like you say, whenever yeah, exactly. What's next? You can't ride a Harley. You can't have fucking motorcycle boots. You know, hey, Mario De Silva, thanks for dropping in, brother. I appreciate you. Like the red knights, the blue knights, can he say? 10 exactly, man. They're crazy. Our MLAS put in bills legislation, then it gets voted on. Yeah, exactly. It's just crazy. Like I haven't heard of the Senate doing fuck all about anything for years. You know what I mean? Usually they fight about each other's senators, and whatever party's in power, they pack the Senate with their people, of course, right? So what the hell? Oh, I saw this fucking post the other day. I thought, fuck, I gotta save that and get it up here. So this just came. I don't even know what this Idiots in Public Places group is, but it popped up on my timeline, and it's a Karen going off about well, her name's Maureen, but we're going to call her Karen, about loud exhausts on motorcycles. Well, never mind the fact that they might startle the car driver into seeing you, which would be nice, especially when you're riding in Toronto. It'd be real nice, especially going through Brampton where nobody looks at fucking nothing. It'd be real nice. So loud exhaust don't make you cool, just annoying. I'm sitting in the McDonald's parking lot, eating my food, when out of nowhere this motorcycle comes flying up the road, sounding like it was about to explode. We needed to shift. It scared the absolute hell out of me. Oh my God. Seriously, why do some of you insist on making your bikes as obnoxiously loud as possible? Nobody's impressed. All you're doing is disturbing everyone within a half-mile radius because you need every single person to know you're driving by. Flying toward the stop like you're qualifying for Daytona while your exhaust is rattling windows isn't a personality trait. It's just obnoxious. There are people trying to eat, have conversations, or simply enjoy a little peace and quiet without getting jump scared by a bike that sounds like a cannon going off. If your motorcycle is louder than common sense, you've got a problem. What a fucking laugh, man. Written by somebody who's never been on a motorcycle. You know, or had a car almost take him out because, oh, I didn't see you. Oh, I didn't see you. Well, nobody wants to hear that when they're getting loaded in the back of an ambulance, or worse, oh, I didn't see you. Maybe look, in the very first comment, loud pipes help cars notice riders. Good for him. I like mine so loud I can hear you. Can't hear you complaining. So all the fucking you saw the bike, didn't you? That's beautiful. She got piled on. I never looked at all the comments. Crazy how no one cares what you have to say, but you still post it. That's fucking beautiful. So she had to get it up there. She had to put it out there how much she doesn't like loud motorcycles, but she's sure to get fucking pounded on in the comments. Good. Bill C9 discovering control of what is hate speech, truth, and what can be exported on the news. But I don't like the sound of that. Gives the power to CRTC to control who is proper media. All independent news at risk. Yeah, that's not good. We got to have our version of the First Amendment up here, and we got to have freedom of the press. And anyone who writes a story and considers it news, I consider that person to be the press. You know, unless it's some sort of weirdo shit or bullshit. You know what I mean? But hey, man, if you think that you got a story to tell people that's gonna give them some information that they might find useful in their life, then you're the press. That's the way I see it. Hey, Alex, good to see you tonight, brother. Thanks for dropping in, my friend. Alberta has a 1-800-8 speech line. No way. Oh, that makes sense, though. It makes you cool, yeah. Harley Davidson just seems to sound bill potato. Nothing like it. Exactly. They fucking they trademarked that sound. That's why the other societies and their thoughts. Loud pipes say live, fucking right they do. Like what I heard the loud exhaust. Exactly, man. The McDee's guys, the Stooge, exactly. Play it louder. Fucking right. Yeah, man, I had to save that post. Like, there's fucking, it's incredible the fucking shit people come up with, man. I think we did that one. What do we got coming up? What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Thursday. There's always some good bike nights on Thursdays. And what else are we going to look for? There's a couple things lately that have been gone on, but it's not really biker related. So it's like news, but it's not biker related. Is that fucking it's got me pissed off. That thing in Calgary where that nonverbal autistic kid wandered away and they found him in the storm fucking pipes. Why didn't they have grates on them fucking pipes? Like how was the pipe left open so a child could climb in there? And they say once you get in there, it's like a maze of other pipes. He could have gone in there within the first hour of being lost. And they never fucking find the kid again. How could they not have those things graded and covered and locked up and sealed? That's unbelievable, bro. Yeah, he's going nuts, Alex. He's going nuts. Social Rejects, thanks for dropping in, my friend. And we'll see you all again tomorrow. I appreciate you, brother. I always appreciate you guys who come in every night, man. It makes it wicked. So tonight, every second Thursday, at the Hamilton Tattoo Parlor in Hess Village in Hamilton, they got a bike night from 6 to 9. Is Classy and Chassis still doing their dinner ride? I think they are. It's every Thursday in June and July. Oh, no, they are not. I thought we had like Ghost Riders. RC has one. Elmville Bike Night. All bikes and riders are welcome. Elmville, Ontario. Helping out the Legion and the food bank in their area. So it's up on Queen Street West, Elmville, Ontario. I think that's kind of, where the hell is Elmville? Like Alveston kind of part of the province? We got one at a place called Privateers Harley Davidson every Thursday. You don't have to ride a Harley to go. And that is in, I do this every time. It's in Halifax, Nova Scotia. Every time I have to say, where is it again? Where is this? That's where it is. We got Elmville. We got Biker Down Society Sport Barbecue every Thursday, weather permitting, at O'Connell's Recycling, Sackville Crossroad, Lower Sackville, Nova Scotia. So we got another one out in the Maritimes for you guys. Very cool. What's this one here? Amp Bike Night every second Thursday is in Berks Falls. It's every second Thursday at Amp, and it's a power sports store up in Berks Falls, man. Nice little place. Halton Hills Bike Night, of course. The Halton Hills Bike Night at the Bacchus MC, Halton Hills chapter. Go on in, show your love and support for these guys. Bacchus is one of those groups that I have very much respect for. So go, like I say, 3229 RR number 25 Oakville. And go and check it out and say hello. Like I say, show your love and support to a good bunch of guys. Very good bunch of people. Fest is a real piece of work. He gives a good podcast, a bad rap. He just keeps going on and on and on about. So now if this guy gets found, now what are they going to do? Because he kept going on and on and on about who he heard was at the meeting. And who he heard wasn't at this meeting. Some alleged meeting. And he's telling about the meetings about a chapter in this place is having an argument with a chapter at that place and this and that. Like, oh my God. It's all alleged, for God's sakes. This is all, they don't even know if there's anything happened to the guy other than they don't know where he's at. So I don't know if he's adding his own shit to the story. Or if he does, maybe he's got some newspaper writers over there that he can call up and say, hey, what do you know about this that you haven't put in the paper yet? You know what I mean? Because now all of a sudden, like you say, so what happens if this guy's body turns up somewhere? Then they've already got, I guess if it was in the paper, it came from somewhere. I don't know. I think you got to watch those things a little bit. The airbrush guy. The airbrush guy from Elmer. His name is Dave, Primer. Primar. And his shop is in Elmer. I think it's called the Lion's Den, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he's really good, that guy. Yeah, I wonder if that chick still eats at McDonald's. Exactly. No man might get you Island. Nothing works for good shit. Go to McDonald's. Yeah, that's true. That's the thing. Oh, did I forget to say hi to Nomad? I missed you, Nomad. Thanks for dropping in, brother. Always a pleasure to have you in the chat, my friend. Fester, it's Scott Bernstein, Original Gangster Podcast. He cracks me up. And I heard on Stacks that I could have swore he said Bishop's out on bail, which I would find a little unusual with his past. But I guess bail's usually just flight risk and danger to reoffend. But there's more to that story that a lot of people know, a lot more stuff behind the scenes. And I don't know, from what I understand, I don't think Bishop's going to get a whole bunch of love from the biker world in general for what apparently played out that day. So we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. Bernstein's been right about some things that everyone called lie. I think he does have a good source. Yeah, I think he's got, like I say, I think he's got a reporter he can call. That's what I think, bro. Because he's brought on that reporter from the Toronto Star before that, Peter something, and he's the organized crime reporter in Toronto. Yeah, that's what we call Bernstein Fester. You don't see it, bro? Just gotta watch one of his shows. He is delusional, though. 100% he is. Good night, Rolling Stags. You have a great night, brother. Thanks for popping in this evening, my friend. Bernstein's gonna listen to it during your morning dump. Exactly, bro. Exactly. That's fucking awesome. Get everything moving, man. Get it moving. Oh, yeah, and don't forget, Thursday night down in Campbellford, at the new home. It's at the flea market down there. Go check that out if you happen to live down there in the Campbellford part of Ontario. We got another one at Custom Creations. Where is Cambridge, Nova Scotia? Another one down east for you guys every Thursday. Like you say, it'll be good talking to these guys from Bradshaw Cycle Works, because I'm thinking that they were involved from the beginning of putting that bike night together. Don't forget, the Handwriters Group has bike night every Thursday up at Mildmay, 97 Laura Street, Mildmay, Ontario. Harley's Pub and Perk, and they've been running that bike night for a long time. I think it's just north of Kitchener. So probably if you live down the Kitchener area, it wouldn't be a bad little ride up. You know what I mean? Little small town, some small highways. Go check it out. Not a bad Thursday night. So for now, all you can do is live. Hell, looking over your shoulder. You got that right, Kurt. You got that right. Exactly, Brandon. Like I say, I know I catch flack from people who don't know my channel and just maybe see a little blurb of what I might be reading from a newspaper article. But if it's not already on blast, I'm sure as fuck not going to add nothing to the story. You know what I mean? Even if I knew something. But man, oh man, you wouldn't want him to know something. You know what I mean? That's all I got to say. Two Wheel Plunder, you have a good night too, brother. Thank you for dropping in, my friend. We'll see you back here tomorrow night at 8 p.m. We'll do it all over again. I'm actually might call this one a night. We seem to have covered what I wanted to touch on. What was it Kurt wanted to touch on? There's one in St. Thomas, apparently, every Thursday. 43 Jonas Street, St. Thomas, Ontario. And it's a bike night, a weekly. So go check that one out if you happen to be an Elgin County person. And Kurt, you had something you mentioned earlier. I just can't remember what it was. We can have a quick look at that. It wasn't really biker stuff, but get some rest. Oh, I've got, last time I looked, I had 10 of my 12, oh, that's right, the veteran who got kicked out of fucking where he was trying to get donations, right? So the testing. I thank everyone who's done it. I think I need two more, and that's it. Oh, so this is going back a long way, Kurt. The only one that popped up anyway was a guy in 2013. Another man. I thought I saw that this week. Wasn't an old guy just raising money on his own for veterans and wherever he was, they told him he couldn't do that there. And then there was something else this week too. I think a guy riding solo on a bicycle maybe across the country and raising money for veterans, which I thought was really cool too. He's out there doing it himself. And I don't think he's got a whole huge amount of publicity about it, which is surprising. Well, I might be able to check right here. So I think I need two more testers. What do I got here? What do you say here now? How many do we got now? Where is the console? That's what we need. One app. Come on. Close testing. How many do you got? How many do you got? Come on, monitor, stop. I hate this monitor, dude. Do we have them all? Install audience. No. Come on, man. I think I need two more testers anyway. CTV. Okay. Cheers, brother. Thank you, Al. Thanks for dropping in, brother. Thank you, Brandon. The vet. I'll have a check for the vet tomorrow, Kurt. I can't find it on this one for whatever reason. Oh, he's living in his car. Well, that sucks. Orlin, thanks for dropping in, brother. I'm just wrapping her up. Sippy, you too. Thanks for dropping in, brother. But I'm just wrapping her up for the night. Kurt's talking as I'll check it out tomorrow, though. Canadian government should do all they can for veterans. 100% they should be, Alex. 100%. I don't know. I don't even understand why there's any vets anywhere not owned. Makes no sense to me. Makes no sense. Okay, here we go. How many testers do we got? No, I can't see. I found it earlier. Now I can't find how many there are currently. Oh, I have 10. I need two more. Isn't that the way? Man, it's real smoking. Oh, right on, Warland. Same with the U.S. Exactly, guys. And Bobby, good to see you, bro. But I'm just wrapping up the show for tonight, guys. I appreciate you guys dropping in. We'll be back tomorrow. Yes, and remind me about the vet story tomorrow. 100%. Because we'll check it out. Oh, thank you, Warland. I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, so I need two more testers. That's all I need. And then this thing will run for 2 weeks on this test thing. And then it'll be ready to go live. I'd love it to be live by September 1st. And then we can start talking about how you guys can make some money by finding a store to sign up to the app. And once the store is signed up, there'll be a commission for you. And it'll be ongoing. As long as the store's on the app, you'll get your commission. Yeah, 100%, Brandon. A pension money gets 10 grams, okay. Paid for $3,000 a month. Wow. See you, Alex. Have a good night, bro. On top of his money, paying attention for Canada. So, well, that's one guy that figured out the system. It's just all these other guys that seem to get, swept under the rugs, or they fall between the cracks, or however you want to say it, and they can't get any help out there. I don't know if it's because they need someone to give them a hand to get help, or what serious condition their mental health might be in, but they shouldn't have any of our vets or America's vets or any without homes. You know what I mean? And the government shouldn't even have to think twice about that. 100%. I'm just going to go through here. Probably is out on bail. We live in Canada. That's true, Nick. That's true. You know, I'm not going to look into it. Tim BMC, good to see you tonight, brother. Top Dogs, I appreciate you. Danny, thank you as well. Squeaks HFFH, good to see you, man. I appreciate you. Patrick, got you joined. Just seeing if there's any more comments in there in the TikTok I missed. We got Fireball in the house. Good to see you guys. Thanks for dropping in. Old School joined. Thank you, man. Randy Priest. Okay, I think I've caught everybody. We got Mike Tasker. We got Nixer. Right on. Thank you, guys. Father, share the live. Okay, I appreciate you for doing that, man. Unknown Pulse. Awesome, awesome. And Scott Taylor, thank you for all the likes. I appreciate you, bro. Okay, guys, I'm going to let you guys out. Hey, Ken, if you're hearing us in the background, best of luck and get your leg better. Mount Woman, same with you. Get better. We miss you in the chat. Much love from everyone here at Biker News Canada. 10 grams. Yeah, I know it doesn't seem like a lot until you got it all grounded up and on your tray. You know what I mean? It probably is a lot for one person. There was a thing that the people I knew who got the licenses for edibles, and that would give them a license to grow 500 plants so they can make edibles out of it. I don't think you can get that big of a license anymore. Will you imagine 500 plants? Grant, good to see you tonight, brother. Exactly, my love metal. Food and shelter for all vets. Exactly, for any money who goes anywhere out of the country. I agree. All right, guys. Thanks again for dropping in. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And thank you, everyone, for sending jewels, gifts, super chats. Join the membership, all that stuff. Thank you. Make sure you think about being joining the membership. We'll be doing the Tailstone Clubhouse will be members only, and we'll be doing a live members only show once a week as well. I'll probably drop them Saturdays. Till tomorrow, guys. We'll be talking to Bradshaw Cycle Works, and hopefully I find the other brother too. I don't want to make him feel like his club's not important, because it is, but we'll figure out as I get a hold of him. We'll figure out the timing on it. Good night, guys.
Biker News Canada, where the truth hits harder than the highway wind. From Ontario to the coast, Bob Javi rolls in. Let the real news begin. He's got the camera ready, catching sparks from every ride. Club stories, charity runs, every heartbeat of the biker tribe. So smash that like,